Welcome back to the mighty dungeon. Welcome to part 3 and the finale of how anime ruined my D&D game. So if you haven't watched the other parts, go watch them now. They approached the forest path leading to a cave. The entrance had 2 kobolds guarding the opening, so they planned out how they were gonna deal with.
Let's run. And I charged.
You see the 2 creatures? You 2 Naruto run out. The 2 creatures, you hear them kind of go, and they turn and they just bolt it into the cave. They literally run from you.
It zooms into my eyes. They're falling straight for my trap.
His trap, meaning he's gonna run into the cave and start slinging spells.
Out of my way, fools! And I cast, I put up my hand and I go, I cast Warding Wind. It's a strong wind, 20 miles per hour to be precise. It blows around me in a 10-foot radius and moves with me, remaining
The kobolds just start rushing you in the middle of your sentence.
And this is important. I project a phantasmal image of your worst nightmares. It's gonna be a blue eyes white dragon. Each creature in a 30-foot cone must succeed a wisdom saving throw or drop whatever it's holding and become frightened for the duration.
Get this card. This is impossible.
Literally half of the kobolds in this room all just throw their cheap little weapons into the air and just start running into one of the tunnels.
That ends my turn.
The king watched as the 2 children ran into the cave.
I'd take care of my bears. Those kids, they got it. They're fine.
All right, so you're just slowly moseying down.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yugioh, you're probably right on the heels of Seto.
How big is this cave?
10 feet.
Okay, so that means that this blue eyes white dragon is like
It's like crouched.
Another ice knife, but this time I'll be using some meta magic, and I pull out another spell card, Twin Spell. As soon as my first spell card is put into the graveyard, I can pull it back out and play it against another targeted creature of my choosing.
What? When did he get this spell? I don't want him to upshow me. I cast
you're just
cutting words
as a reaction.
as a reaction.
Oh no!
So -8 to whatever your damage is to this kobold.
For 1 or
I won't let you upshow me.
I will be better than you always.
Try as you must, but you will never succeed.
Charles, you are walking. You probably made it to the cave now.
I didn't think he's out of breath too. Like he puts his hand up on the wall. Like,
Oh, God. Okay, I'm just gonna go back outside there for a second. And I just leave. I walk out of the cave again.
You just nope out of there. Turn with the bear and go back.
the king, get to the king.
King, they know about Charles.
The king? What do you even mean?
The kobolds think Charles is their king.
That's preposterous. Surely you jest.
Well, I just hope I'm wrong. Otherwise,
You are wrong. You're a fool to believe that.
No, stop it. This is serious. We should follow the kobolds.
Whatever gets us out of here quicker.
You go around the left path, and you see one kobold sitting in a chair in front of a very ornate chest. And the kobold appears to be snoozing. There's a spear laid up against the back of the chair.
Like zoom in as I squint. This may be overkill, but oh well. I cast Hold Person.
Okay. As you might recall, they were sent to this cave to recover a rare artifact, and they guessed it might be in this chest. But there was something odd about this chest in that it didn't want to be opened.
This is the easiest thing I've ever done. And I walk up, open up the chest.
The chest moves a little bit away from you as you go to touch it.
Strange. Maybe I should reach for the chest again. Quit playing games, chest. Give me the prize that's inside.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Not good. 10.
And the chest opens. You see what appear to be teeth, and a tongue comes out of the chest and wraps around your arm.
Drats! Enough of these games. I cast Thunderclap.
And you hear, why did you do that?
Give me the prize.
And the chest is just kind of like, very nice. Fine. And he ting, 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 ting. A tiny little amber colored, it's a very long crystal. I've been down here for a long time. Will you help save me? Will you get me out of this cave?
I've already taken on one companion. What's another one? Come on.
Okay.
Back up the cave, Yugioh and the king heard something loud coming.
Whatever could that be?
So around the corner, you see Seto, and he's holding this amber gem in his hand.
Once again, Yugioh, you lose.
No.
I found the amulet, or whatever this thing is.
I don't remember what we were looking for. I didn't take any notes.
He didn't tell us.
He just said retrieve an item, and that's what I did. I also found another companion. Looks like you only have one, while I have two, making me better in all ways.
That's not
You
true, Seto.
That's 100% true.
You want to prove it? Follow me down this hallway.
I don't need to. All I need to do is turn this in, and I become the victor.
I don't think so, Seto. So I cast Hold Person at a 2nd level.
Oh yeah? Well, we'll see how you two fare out. I cast Hold Person at a 3rd level. And I'm gonna cast it on both of them.
On me
On
too?
both of...
14.
Fuck!
Oh!
Drats.
Oh, I rolled a 5.
So you hold Charles instead.
Well, either
What
way,
did I do?
I don't know. You were just there, and I thought that would be.
I play Create Bonfire.
You failed to see that when you threw your card down, there was a kobold child left on the ground, right? Where in a little shitty wooden basket.
Once again, you fell right into my trap. As I cast Dispel Magic.
No! Where did you get that card?
I've been holding onto this card for years, waiting for the opportune moment to actually strike. It looks like I'll be walking out of here.
Am I still,
Okay.
am I still being held?
For 1 minute,
Am
right?
I still being held?
Not so fast. And I cast Mage Hand, and I'm gonna use it to take that crystal.
You always have to cheat, don't you? You can't face somebody face to face. That's why you'll always be a loser.
But as they made their way out of the cave with the gem, someone new was waiting for them. And he had a pet too. Ha! Speaking of losers! And then you see another young boy with really tall brown hair come out. And he's got brown pants and a purple shirt. I've been waiting for you guys this whole time! You got exactly what I needed, and I didn't have to do any of the work. That crystal is gonna be mine.
Not so fast.
No! Fast! You hear the cry of an eagle swoop in from behind and then perch on top of his shoulders. Haha! Do it! And then all the wings start turning into bronze, like armor plates. And then the whole eagle just starts turning into a plated bronze eagle. That's right! Me and my eagle are gonna take that crystal from you and bring it back. You don't even know who I am. I'm Jerry Maple. The crazy guy that you're trying to help is my grandfather. And me and my eagle cannot be stopped because we are the best adventurers that ever walked these lands. Eagle, go! And the eagle just soars straight at the crystal. The crystal gets knocked out of your hand and then ding, 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 onto the ground, maybe about 20 feet behind you. And just stands there like an idiot. Now curious about their own pets, they found out what they could actually do.
Do you have any cool things that you can do? Retrieve the amulet or whatever it is. Go do the cool thing and then retrieve it.
Okay. Seto's magical badger would now erupt with the secret power it had. He just nods at you when you say, do your cool thing, and he just goes, goes there and roll me a D100.
97.
And a giant burst of pink wisping energy billowing out of this small creature. The badger just falls over and onto the ground and just collapses.
Well,
The
that's
energy
unfortunate.
wisps around and around in a tornado. until you see Will Smith himself fold his arms, look down at you, towering maybe about 10 feet tall up in the air. You may have 3 wishes.
Wish number 1. I wish to have all my spells back.
You have now 2 wishes left. What is that? Eagle, kill it!
What card is that? How could you? I can't believe. Oh,
You look down and you see your guinea pig as well, just kind of sitting there, all fat.
Porta Piggy, do your thing.
Crawls down from your shoulder, and then in a 10-foot radius around you, the ground disappears and you fall. The rest of you see this a black circle on the ground. You're running up the cave at this point. You still have your bear underneath your arm.
Goodness, I need to take control of my land. This is getting ridiculous. Bear, can you do something here? Is that a yes? I don't know. What?
He crawls underneath your legs. You feel a underneath your butt. The baby bear picks you up off the ground. You are riding it like it's a loaf of bread about 10 feet up in the air. What do you do?
I mean, I kind of hoped that you would be able to do something with, I don't know, stopping all this stuff, but I guess, can you take me home?
It just goes. You guys all see Charles start to ride upwards into the sky on the baby bear and then over the tree line. Jerry's like, I have no idea what's going on right now, but I need that gem. Eagle, go into the portal and get the gem. And the eagle just dive bombs into the black hole in the ground. I hope he's okay. 2 wishes.
I wish to have and use. Let me rephrase this before I say it.
Rephrase carefully.
You got it, genie. I wish to have and be able to use, on my given command, the most powerful card spell of them all.
Yes. What appears in your hand after that is a giant rectangular pouch. And then you look up, you hear a twinkling above you. Card after card just falls into your pouch, making an entire deck of cards. Now, any seasoned D&D player will tell you what this deck of cards is. And it was the deck of many things. Possibly the worst item you could give any player in a one-shot ever. And you will see why. The genie says, you have 1 wish remaining.
Oh, well, I guess, you know what? I draw a card. 21.
Oh.
Heart of the card.
At any time within 1 year of drawing this card, you can ask a question and mentally receive the truthful answer to that question. Period.
I look at it.
The card kind of swirls and glows in front of you.
Does Shamo like me as much as I like him?
The card starts to dissipate into the air, leaving only the cutout of the card in the words of more.
A tear rolls down.
You appear to be in like a smoking room. There's food about. There's all sorts of commodities. There's a bed in here. And then an eagle flies down and then just immediately just starts flapping and cawing in confusion in the room. What do you do?
I can't let him have it. I play Shocking Grasp on the eagle.
It is made of metal. The bronze eagle, its wings explode into bronze bars and plates everywhere.
Holy shit.
So sorry.
You do not see Porta Piggy.
Where did he go?
You're alone. I was gonna say the portal is still open on the ceiling. You haven't touched it. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Dude, does Yugioh have a 24-inch vertical?
What's going on? My eagle's not back yet. I can't go back without the crystal. Damn you, Seto Kaiba!
Cobblestone.
He trips as you say that, falls flat into the ground next to the portal, and then the portal just slowly. Yugioh, as you get ready for another jump, you see Jerry fall into the room. One wish.
I wish for the amulet to be in my hand.
Yes. He claps, and in your hand, sort of materializing out of magic, very large and beautiful ornate amulet. And there's a red sort of ruby gem in the middle, and there is tons of diamonds rimming the outside, and the whole amulet itself is pulsing and glowing.
What in the deuce is this?
It has you put it on?
Yeah.
Your wisdom score is now 25. You start to clench your hands, and you notice the earth around you starts to crunch in the same shapes. You notice there's a small stream nearby. You hold your hand out to it. The water begins to follow your hand upwards as you motion to it. Jerry starts to get up. Whoa, what's going on? He sees a piece of bronze. He's like, what?
I'm coming back.
No!
I have destroyed your bird companion with no match for me.
No!
Go, or I'll do the same to you.
You destroyed my bird?
I sent him to the Shadow Realm where he belonged.
So he gets up to you and he's leaping at you to punch you.
Okay.
Then what happens?
You've activated my trap card. Shocking grasp.
He's got his arm like right next to your head and he's got streams of tears down his face and you just slap him in the forehead with the card. Okay, his AC is 9. Do your worst.
You'll be taking 2d10 lightning damage.
He falls headfirst onto the bed. He is just charred and black. His hair is all burnt. He has scars and blood and wounds. He looks like he's unconscious.
Night, night, Jerry. Where's Porta Piggy?
You don't see Porta Piggy.
Okay, then I'm just gonna run back towards the village that we came from. Back
Not so fast.
Never catch me, Seto!
You really thought you could get away from me?
Let me go, Seto.
When will you ever learn? When? You can never defeat me. And I kind of slowly just grab it out of his hand.
I have to be the one to deliver it. It's my destiny.
To make sure that you don't try anything funny. I'm gonna kind of tap his shoulder as I'm walking past him. I cast Bestow Curse.
No!
You lose this duel.
I will break this curse, Seto. I will defeat you. We have to get back to Wallet Town.
I know I can see your eyes and what you're after. You're after this, aren't you? Well, here. Take a card. Go ahead. I'll let you.
I'm so tempted to just pull a card. And I reach in and I take one out.
Oh my god, okay.
Well, you know what? Screw it. I'll draw one as well.
The card has a long blade on the card. Like a beam of light, the light transfers from the card, disappears, and transfers into your hand. Materializing is a blade that measures that you can't even put down at your side because it measures about 5.5 feet. It has magical runes strung all the way on each side of it, and its hilt almost completely encompasses your hand. It begins to glow, and as that happens, you draw another card, Seto.
Yeah.
You hear a whisper in your ear, Seto. Seto, I am the comet. You managed to slay that which stands in front of you. I grant you power beyond any of imagination on this earth. As Yugioh stands there with this enormous magical blade in his hand. Go ahead. Strike away, for you hold within your hands the blade of power absorption.
Power absorption. Tell me more.
I'd rather show you. Make a wisdom saving throw. The sword swings at Seto without you forcing it.
Ah!
Before he even swings, I'm gonna cutting words, but it's gonna be something different. So instead of like putting an insult, I'm like, How could I possibly strike him down? I love him. I love you.
Seto, what? As I'm swinging.
13. It hits.
Oh, shit. Okay. You need to make a con saving throw, Seto. You have to beat 18. And 11 slashing damage as Yugioh slices you, but has a confused look on his face.
Somebody's telling me to hurt you.
No.
We must hurt them, and I draw a card.
Seto, you draw a card in front of Yugioh. Yugioh, your sword kind of speaks to you, says, "Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't mean to hit that guy. I'll stop, that's fine." And then you see Seto draw the card, and the card is completely black.
Seto, no!
Seto's mouth opens, and you see this burst of light and wisping energy erupt from Seto's mouth, and it just flows directly into the card. There's like this weird tornado of blackened energy that starts forming around Seto and the card as you see him get lifted off the ground. His feet and boots completely lifted off the ground.
Let this destroy me.
And you just see energy pouring out into this black card that's in front of him. And then there's one last burst of light, just this rumble of, and the single black card floats down to the ground and nothing else around. Make a perception check.
I'm not gone, you fool. I'm in the tree.
You see Seto's body laying up against a tree.
I'm gonna run to it.
Okay, you run to it, and you see what looks to be Seto, but everything, all the energy, life, blood has been drained from his body. He looks like a husk.
Seto! Seto, are you in there?
Nothing happened.
Seto!
You notice the glimmer of the crystal clutched in his hand, kept tight by severe rigor mortis.
Try and pry the fingers open through tears.
You do eventually. They snap, one by one.
I'm sorry, Seto. I never meant for this to happen to you. And I'll kiss his hand.
And there's a man flying on a bear. You head back to town?
No, I'm gonna take out the deck.
Yep.
I'll take the amulet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll pull another card.
Everything on you that isn't magical, but has value, disappears. As you walk back to town, you're met at the town gates by a familiar man and about 100 soldiers on horses behind him.
There's the one boy. You take him. You do not keep him. Put him out of your sight. This boy is dangerous. He's going to kill us all. Where are the rest of your friends?
Seto is dead. And it's your absence that caused it. You could have helped him. But you ran. And so I'm going to play
And like
Ice Knife!
Literally.
Wait! And pushing through the soldiers in the crowd, you see Dr. Maple, and he looks up at you, the king, and he says, "Wait, just a moment, wait!" And he hobbles forward.
Too.
He just starts hobbling forward towards Yugioh. Did you get it? Do you have it? King, we should go take them now.
Yes. Go.
I have your gem, old man, and I throw it at his face.
Oh! He reaches down, grabs it, and looks up at the army charging at you two, and then looks back at you, Yugioh, and says, "Thank you, young man." And then he clutches it, it glows, and you watch as Yugioh and the old man disappear. And that's the end of one shot.
Extra, read all about it. King tries to kill child outside the gates.
Thank you so much, everyone, for sticking around and having patience. I'm so glad we were able to finish off this 3-part series. Hey, if you like this channel, come hang out with us in Discord. Links in the description. You can talk about D&D or whatever else you want. If you want to support these stories, go over to the Patreon, support us over there, and like the video and comment down below if you want us to continue our campaign or if you prefer the silly one-shots. Love hearing from you guys, and keep rolling them dice. Stay mighty, and stay tuned for another mighty dungeon.